Babe, what did you want to be when you grow up?
An astronaut for like the first 10 years of my life. And then I kept growing taller and taller and taller. I'm like 6'3" now, and I don't think, at least back then when I was studying for astronauts, I don't think you're allowed to past a certain height. It was pretty devastating, so I started playing Nintendo all the time. I'd love to know how much time you spend shooting and then editing each day and week. How much of what you shoot actually makes it into videos? When we first started, we would shoot hours and hours and hours, and we would edit for hours and hours and hours, but slowly but surely over the last 4 years,
it's gotten better. We would overshoot like crazy, and I'm used to editing, and that was one big thing. I'm like, don't overshoot, but we didn't know what we were doing.
We didn't know what we were doing, so we would shoot for like 2 hours. Now, we'll have an 18-minute video. We've shot for like 20 minutes. It's almost all usable, but that took practice and practice and practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the Beebs, he's a pro. You guys don't see behind the scenes, but even the Beebs is really good.
Working with a 2-year-old is very hard, and it's not so much of telling him what to do. It's normal, like family stuff. Don't talk over somebody. That's rude. We can't talk over each other. That's another thing with shooting, and those of you that are looking to do it, one of the key things that you need to do is not talk over each other so we can hear, so it's not like crazy, crazy, crazy. So it's like, okay, everybody gets a turn. And it's funny too, listening to like a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old, their sentences are very long. You know what I'm talking about. They're long sentences, and sometimes it's not a full-formed thought. Now, if I left that long in the edit, the pacing would be slow. So another thing to think about if you're trying to do these videos is the pacing. If you'll notice, our pacing is fairly fast. I came from a background of shooting music video stuff, like interviews and concerts, and it had to be fast because we would lose people if we didn't keep a fast-paced environment. So we kind of brought that in from my old production stuff into this stuff.
What do you do for a living outside of YouTube videos? I guess we already covered that. Now we're full-time YouTubers, right?
Right.
Okay.
And what would we do if we weren't YouTubers?
I guess we did cover that,
yeah,
right?
We covered that. Programmer, videographer, done.
How are you guys doing during this weird time? I mean, it's weird. Some days are good, some days are bad, but overall, chilling.
I personally try not to think about it too much. Yeah. I live with anxiety. Try not to think about it too much because it sends me down a weird spiral, and I just try to keep busy and try to keep positive as best I can and keep my family positive.
There's some things in life that you can't do anything about. And what's the point of worrying about that? We might as well have fun and do fish tank stuff.
Have fun and do
Play
fish tank
stuff.
Stop buying fish. Oh, kitties. And Bubs, he's handling it very well. I mean, we game with him.
We game with him. We're gamers, man.
It's a house full of gamers.
Yeah, we eat breakfast and we play video games. And we're like, hey, we just ate dinner. Let's play some video games.
Okay, here's one. How did you get so many tracks? 4 years of collecting.
4 years.
I've been collecting for 4 years.
4 years, man.
I get asked this a lot of times. Facebook Marketplace, people sell their stuff for cheap, and they sell a lot of stuff, and they sell the good stuff. I rarely bought new when we first started because we just didn't have the money for it. And so then I would go to Craigslist. Then I would go to thrift stores around the entire city. Then I would go to eBay. Then Totally Thomastown, I found out. Then Anna's, I realized she started selling. Then I would stay on Facebook Marketplace and buy from people who were selling their lots. 4 years of that, you get a shame closet. How many trains do you think you have?
Didn't we test that on one of our videos?
Yeah, but we've gained since then, and we've left since then.
250.
I don't even know the answer to that.
I don't even know. I could be off by 500. I have no idea.
One of the questions was, how long would it take you to do inventory? Too long. Too long to find out. We did inventory track 2 years ago, and that was the last time we ever did it.
Mainly because of the cleanup, it took all day. Like
3 days, Vic.
No, the cleanup was 3 days.
Yeah.
But building the track only took a day.
Yeah.
It was the cleanup. We after on day 2, we were halfway done. We were like, never again.
Never again. We had like 3 meltdowns, and that was just me. So going back to this, I would love to start a channel, but I'm nervous about the editing skills and equipment needed. Honestly, when we first started, we went and bought a $300 camera, kept the receipt, like he said before, and we kept the box, and we gave it a shot, and we just made that investment, put it aside, and we're like, look, 30 days, don't let us take it back in 30 days, and that's when we'll take it back in 30 days. And that actually worked out for us. So as far as the equipment is concerned, our first camera, the audio, do you remember what it was? It was a Canon.
It's been too long. We've gone through many cameras.
Yeah, and that one camera, just find one that does good audio. You don't have to worry about the audio. And nowadays you can just use a GoPro. Our main go-to camera, let me go find a mirror. Here's a mirror. Look at, this is our main go-to camera. It's this GoPro Hero 8. We were using a 6, we're using a 5. My hair is a little loopy. All of them work just fine. The audio is fantastic. Just don't go too far from it. And be cognizant of that when he's far away. Like a second ago, he was a little bit too far away. I'm like, hey, come closer for the camera. Because then in editing, I have to go in and up his audio just to get it even. And we try to do the best we can with that too, to just keep it flowing. As far as editing concerned, YouTube videos. Other editing concerns, you can hire somebody. We've actually gotten contacted several times for people wanting to edit our stuff for us. And we're like, we're actually kind of professional editors. We already taught him. I've been teaching. I want to teach Bubs, but he's too young and he doesn't want to learn yet because I think it'll be good to know and good for him to have. The barrier to entry is always you. It was us. Friends that I've tried to teach and get into, the barrier to entry was them. And it was them not believing that they could do it. Just go. Just jump. Just jump. Would you guys consider doing a meet and greet or a reading at Anna's Toy Depot? That's hard. COVID aside.
We're very private.
Private in a sense that I am an extroverted introvert. He is an introvert.
I got it. I know the perfect explanation. One time at Target, we were walking. We got spotted. And instead of, responding in a normal human way, I think I ran.
I feel so sorry if they saw us do that. I'm like, babe, did they see us? Oh, they didn't see us. I felt so bad. And so we even made a call out. If you guys saw us, let us know. We'll send you a note. We're so sorry. We didn't know how to react. It's a little difficult when you have anxiety, how you're gonna react. I mean, we talk about it and how we'll react in the future and how we can better overcome that. If the opportunity presents itself, I would consider it, but I might be alone on that.
Yep.
Another question was, is it the same on screen that they see as it is at home, or is it heavily edited? It's half and half.
It's half and half.
When he was younger, if he were to have a tantrum, the camera shuts off. What we wanted to do is show that he had good behavior, which he does, show his manners, because we know that he was being looked at by other children, and we wanted him to be a good, positive role model for that.
And shooting has always been optional for the Beebs. This show is our channel, and the Beebs joins us or doesn't join us when he feels like he's feeling it.
And that's been since the beginning. So when we first started doing trains and stuff, it was us building it. You could see his little hand in there though. It was so cute. But yeah, it's always been optional. So it's been an interesting run. I like that it's turned into the Izzys because it feels more natural for us. Babe, what do you want to be when you grow up?
An astronaut. An astronaut for like the first 10 years of my life. And then I kept growing taller and taller and taller. I'm like 6'3" now, and I don't think, at least back then when I was studying for astronauts, I don't think you're allowed to past a certain height. It was pretty devastating, so I started playing Nintendo all the time.
It's worked out better. Yeah. I wanted to be a pediatrician, and then I actually had the opportunity to follow around a pediatrician, and I saw things that I didn't think I could handle.
Yeah, dude, that's too heavy.
That's heavy.
You're like, no.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I wanted to bring happiness to kids in different ways and kind of made it. Are you doing more cooking with Strider? Yes. What's your dream vacation?
I would like to go to Australia, visit the Great Coral Reef. Nice. That would be pretty sweet.
I personally like to be outdoors and I like water. I'd like to go to a nice beach. Oh, another one was, have we ever been to UK? Yes I have. I was on my way to Italy when I was younger. I had a layover. My brother bought my ticket for me and he gave me a layover, an 11-hour layover. He was like, dude, take the layover, get out, go to Buckingham Palace, go walk around, then come back, and then go to Italy. I'm like, okay. It was really fun. It was a really great thing. I saw this bird. Can you do chalk art of Minecraft characters or mobs? Absolutely. What's Bub's favorite thing to do? Well, he's there now.
Literally doing it right now.
Doing it right now.
He's video game obsessed. And I can't judge. I can't fault him. I, too, love video games.
We can't blame him for it. No. So we do our best to get him out of it, and we play board games.
Good balance of life, but yeah, we fully promote his video game obsession.
Yeah. Then we go outside, do outside time, get a little exercise, and have fun. All right, last question for this episode.
What?
What is the best and worst feature of both of you?
Well, why do I have to answer that first, babe? That's not fair. I don't want to go first.
I don't want to do it either.
I don't either. I don't like that question.
That's a weird question. Anything you want to add?
That's too vague. I'm stressed by that question. What do you mean? Add what? Like, to another question?
Well, look, this has been absolutely fun. We want to say thank you to everybody who's been with us so far. Thanks for joining us through this crazy journey of ours. We've been having a lot of fun.
Totes.
And we enjoy and appreciate every moment. So we'll see you guys next time for whatever it is we're doing next.
Yep.
Bye.